The field stand set to go for the first on Belmont Oaks Day, and they're off and they're racing, and the last of them out of the gates is Countersunk with Harbour Rise. Eddie Temple is the first of them to move, jumped very well from Magic Swoop. Ace Queen suited, driving forward Blue Tang shortly after. The favourite will be back third last in Good Nick as they settle down. Optimus Prime's up there travelling fifth shortly after the start, followed by Apollo Storm. Lucy Red, 3 deep outside of it. On the outside is the favourite in Good Nick, so it doesn't get any favours in the early part of the race. Harbour Rise second last, and at the tail end of the field is Countersunk. Eddie Temple led them at a pretty nonchalant pace as they go by the 700. Eddie Temple a length clear. Magic Swoop, Blue Tang the grey posted deep. Over on the inside, Ace Queen suited. Well, she's getting a good run coming to the home corner. Optimus Prime's back there in the middle, and around it now comes In Good Nick and being heeled forward by Johnston Porter. Apollo Storm's near the rail. Lucy Red further back with Harbour Rise, and last on straightening is Countersunk at the 275, and Eddie Temple with a bit of a kick. Ace Queen suited now comes away from the fence. The favourite's under pressure in Good Nick. Ace Queen suited reaches the lead down to the 120. Harbour Rise is coming. It's Harbour Rise out after Ace Queen suited. The favourite's gone. They'll go to the line. Harbour Rise just bloused out Ace Queen suited. Thought that Countersunk from last might have grabbed third, and In Good Nick a bit of a flop. In behind those, Apollo Storm, also Eddie Temple back there with Optimus Prime, which didn't fire on return. Blue Tang, Lucy Red were next home, and last is Magic Swoop. Harbour Rise wins the opening race for the day. Number 3. So In Good Nick doesn't run to expectation. Harbour Rise, who ran third behind In Good Nick the last time they met, and met on better weight terms today, has turned the circumstance around absolutely. Number 3, Harbour Rise, beats Ace Queen suited. Another good run. She got a good trip throughout. Countersunk, thought might have grabbed third. Nice effort as well, which came from the back of the field last on straightening and getting home well with the blinkers on this afternoon. But certainly the below expectation runs have been produced by In Good Nick. Optimus Prime missing the placings here. It's Harbour Rise for owner Brett Turner, and it's a Rommel gelding, of course. And Rommel, well, he just continues to knock out these winners week after week. Down there at Ridgeport Farm, of course, standing with Asar there this season, trained by Dion Luciani and ridden by Holly Watson. Couple of encouraging runs so far, but delivers here in good style. Second and third numbers to hand. Ace Queen suited 7 second by Snippet Sun, Dan Morton and Holly Knottle. And Countersunk, we think, has run third. Just waiting on that number to be confirmed by Machino from Prima Vista, and written by Troy Turner for trainer Lou Luciani. We'll get those details through with margins in a few moments on the first. Race 2, Tab Touch Westby Platinum Handicap over 1,200 metres. No changes to come in the next event at 18 after 1. The numbers are 3, 7, 5 and 10. Apollo Storm has run fourth. The time's 1:19.90. The sectional 35.82. And the winner got home by a long neck with 1 3/4 between second and third. And it had produced a couple of good runs going into this first victory this afternoon, Lockie. And good to see those old famous WA colours, the light blue, purple spots, red cap. They were made famous by the late Peter Graham over many, many years, and of course registered to Brett Turner these days.
Spot on, and as you can see, Darren, Brett Turner very, very happy as he leads his 2-year-old gelding in following the win of Harbour Rise. This horse, Michael, has just been building into his preparation really nicely all the way along. Even first up, he hit the line well. Last start, he did much the same and wasn't that far off the favourite in Good Nick. But the obvious query, and as you touched upon pre-race, was where he was going to map from that outside draw barrier, 10 of 10. But in the end, he just had that perfect card up on the back of the favourite and was able to put them away really nicely. Yeah, I am kicking myself in retrospect because he has done nothing wrong coming into today's run, and I just personally thought he was destined to do it tough. Blue Tang ended up in the position that I thought Harbour Rise would, and I thought it was a really good ride by Holly Watson early. You watch the early stages of that race, and she snagged him straight out of the gates. There was no intention whatsoever to go forward, and it was the winning move in the end because she settled off the speed. He had cover throughout, balanced up beautifully, tracked into the race well, and he went straight past them. He has shown
A little bit of tactical speed. Last start, he was able to hold a spot. At the trials, he settled outside the leader. But today, Holly was keen to go back by the looks, and it was the winning move in the end, Holly, because he showed a really nice turn of foot.
Yeah, look, he drew wide today. Obviously, last start he drew good, so he bounced and sort of put himself there. I said to Dion previously, if we could be on the back of Luke's horse, that would be the right move. And yeah, he was travelling strong the whole way, and he's still so raw. He couldn't really put it away, but once in the last 50, he knuckled down quite well.
Pretty handy when you have a horse that has that tactical versatility. If you draw a gate, you can bounce him into a spot. If he draws wide, you can go back and he still settles.
100%. I said to Dion the first time I rode this horse, he's such a professional. His mindset's great, so it's going to take him a long way.
Dion was said before this race, it was probably his last run before the paddock. It'd be a bit hard to turn him out now, wouldn't it?
Oh, he's going to come back a nicer horse, so obviously I'll leave that up to Dion. He does a great job, so no, I'm really appreciative of the ride.
Great start after a double last Saturday as well. Well done.
Thanks, Michael.
There's Holly Watson. She continues her wonderful form in the saddle. That's her 5th winner in the last week and a half. So she is absolutely low flying. She combines with Down Luciani and Harbour Rise to take out race 1 on Ladies' Day here at Belmont Park.